when you're buying a new plant, do you know when you're going to the garden centre, the nursery, what you're actually looking for, other than the fact that you love the colour of the plant? Hello, I'm Rosy Hardy. This is Rosy Hardy Gardening. Now, there are a lot of people who, when they buy plants from us, and they always go, oh, what is the one that you would choose? And so that is actually quite interesting, because what a nurseryman would choose is probably slightly different from what a customer will choose. And sometimes the choices that customers make, you're sort of thinking, no, you'd be better off with that plant. And what are the reasons behind that? So what are you looking for? What are the 5 key things that you need to look for when you are buying a new plant? Now, I did write them down, so I can try and do them in slightly order. So a lot of people will be looking at the plant going, oh, look, it's got a wonderful flower. It's the right colour. You know, these are the plants. And you'll be getting them in boxes like this, and you've got these boxes of joy to take back home. Well, you need to consider, when you are looking at the plant, you know, what does it look like? Is it healthy? And basically start off with, always look at the bottom. Bottom is best. All right. By that, I mean to hold back what is the flowering stuff and look at what is to come, because that is the most important bit, is how much base has this plant got, so that you can actually have a good big plant that you will enjoy and have a really good plant and considered from. So look at it. Is it healthy? Is there any marking on the leaves? Ask the question, because sometimes marking on the leaves can be white deposit, which can be what you get from irrigation. So there are certain places where people irrigate, overhead irrigation, and they have got limey water, and you'll get a white deposit on the leaf. I don't think I've got any in here with that on, because that certainly happens with us. And so people think things got mildew. They haven't. It's just a limey deposit. Some plants have specific markings on their leaves anyway, so there's not a problem. But if the plant looks basically healthy, it's big, it's strong, that is great. By all means, buy it in flower. That is not a problem. But remember, if you're going to plant it straight out, it's going to put most of its energy into flowering rather than putting on a good root system. So technically, you should be cutting them back when you put them in. By all means, put them into the ground and allow them to flower, so you know that's what you want. You've got the right colour. If you buy them with flower, you buy them in bud, and they open up and you've got the right colour there, that's absolutely fantastic. But do remember that they need to get growing, and when you're buying them and they're in full flower, all of the energy of the plant is going into the flower so that it can set seed. Even if it's a sterile plant, it will just keep on flowering. So your best thing to do is to cut them to half height, allow them to grow and allow all of this new growth to come up. You will get more flower coming through. So just be aware of that. If you're keeping them in the container, that's not so bad, because they're not getting a disturbance on the root and they're not going into a new foreign area, which is the soil that you're putting them into in your beds. So that is something to think about as well. Always have a little look, if you can, you know, either knock them out and see that they've got a nice root structure on there. Otherwise, tip the pot up slightly. See if there's some root to the bottom of the pot. That's always a good thing. So, you know, if you see on this one, you can see the lovely new growth that's coming here. It's got a good root system on it here. That is a very healthy looking plant. So these are the new growths here. That is the good root system there. So not only has this plant got its older sort of yellowing roots, which is what this should have. This is a Coreopsis. And it's got the new fibrous white roots as well. So you've got 2 types of root in there, and you've got its little runners, so it's going to grow around. So that is something to be looking out for very definitely when you're buying a new plant. So after you've checked all of those things, then things that you have to look out for. Now, I said you can buy plants which are younger if you really want to. Now, this little one here is a Melittis, and you've got a little bit of growth in there. If it's one or two plants that are only there, then just double check this one. You cannot see a lot of root at the base. When you tip it up, yes, it's got root, but it's not rooted all the way through. So basically you've got root on one side, but you haven't got a lot of root on the other side like that. So that is a plant that by all means, if you've got somewhere to be able to keep it, and if we were selling a plant like this, we would tell you to keep it in its container until it has rooted down. So it only needs another couple of weeks and then it will have a better root system. So that's one thing to be looking out for. Also, when you've got plants which are lovely and like this, and I said, you know, even when they're in a small pot, check and see if they're growing away. So you can see with this one, it's growing away here. This is a Campanula and it's growing away nicely. So that means you would be able to take some side pieces off it. So when you are looking, this is why I'm saying look for something which is good and full in the pot. This one again will have a reasonable root system. See, the roots are just coming out of the bottom of the pot there. So that is absolutely fine. I will get it out. So there we go. Totally different root to the Coreopsis. It's all fine roots. All plants have different root systems, but look, these lovely side pieces here, you will be able to take some cuttings. So that is something that you can always look at. That's why I say look at the base of the plant. Now, I'm not saying that we want you to buy plants from us at the nursery, yes, but we also want you to succeed as well. So with a Campanula, it's great. You can take some little pieces off and then you can give them to friends. Don't be worried when you see a plant like this, which has what looks like two different types of leaf. So that's going to be going straight in the camera lens. You can see it has got a leaf like this, which is a solid leaf. And then it has a leaf like this, which is completely dissected. This is off the same plant. All right. So this leaf is its growing rosette, so that's what it grows from. It makes a really big plant, and that's the growing rosette. Once it's starting to put on flower stem, it changes to this leaf, and this leaf is the one that will then go up and be lacy all the way up the flower. Now, there are quite a few plants that do that. So some people look at this and go, oh, there's one plant there and another plant there. No, it's the same plant. It just has its growing leaf and then it has its floral leaf. And you can see with the rosette, which is just coming here, it's starting to get dissected. That's going to produce another flower out of there. So don't worry when you see that. Do worry if they are completely different, say one is dark green and one is light green, then you need to ask the question, is there an interloper in that pot? But that isn't, that is all one pot and it's absolutely fine. So that would have flower. Then the two that I really wanted to show you, and this really shows you quite well, lots of people, when they're going, they go, oh, flower. I've got to have the flower. And then you look down this stem, what is there at the base of this plant? There is a little bit of growth there, nothing much. So it hasn't got a good base, not a good bottom on that. This one here, the flower is going over slightly, but there are more flowers to come here. So it's going to have potential of flower. But you look at the base of this plant in comparison to that other one, look at the amount of growth there is in the bottom of that pot. You know, you've got a lot of growth there, including a bit of grassweed, a lot of growth in that. So this is the plant that I would choose. I would not choose the one that's got lots of flower. So if you put them side by side, take the labels out, you can see how much difference there is in the base, and that is what you're going for. You're going for what is in the base. Now this is Echinacea, and Echinacea is quite good at doing this. It will suddenly go straight up to flower and you don't get a lot at the bottom. So always go for the ones which have got better base. That will be a better plant for you in the end. And then the last one I've got in my little boxes of goodies is this little Veronica, and you can see why I've chosen this one. Now this is a spring flowering plant, and a lot of spring flowering plants should be full in their pot now. They will be really big, there'll be a lot of growth there. So this looks fantastic, it's got lots and lots of growth there. The roots are at the bottom. This is not a pot bound plant because this is a herbaceous perennial. It's got plenty of root at the base there. This variety rarely puts roots at the top here. They're going down to the bottom. They're trying to go as far as they can down into the ground, which makes them successful. And that means that they're following water down into the bottom. But what you have on this plant is you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe more growing points. That means that you can get my saw out and you can do, where is my saw? Here you go, you use one of these ones. You could get a little saw like this, a little pruning saw out when it's open, and you can saw it in half. Then you get yourself 2 plants from it, or you can do some basal cuttings from it. So always think about the plant that you're buying. What are you wanting it for? Are you wanting it for impact straight away so that you put it in with its flower on, which you're just going to keep there for say 2 or 3 weeks, and then you're going to cut it back, but that gives you impact straight away? Or are you buying it for the longer term so that you can get a few more plants out of there? That way, if you don't have so much money to be able to buy lots and lots, be cautious on what you actually buy so that you can repeat plant these plants around. This is a Veronica gentianoides. It will look superb. This is a Scabiosa ochrolucra. And this particular one is Moondance, which is slightly shorter, but that's really good. So once you've made your decision, put them in your bag or your basket, sorry, and go off and buy them. That is absolutely fine. So that is buying your plants when you are at the garden centre, at the nursery, having a check, buying what you want. There is absolutely no problem in buying something just because you like it, but do have a consideration of where you think you're going to put it so that you take it back. A lot of us who love plants, we will have plants at the back door still waiting to go in a home. I don't have a problem with that because I do exactly the same thing, but just have a little idea on where you're going to put it. But if you really love a plant, buy it. You know, there's no problem in that. Buy it. They are healthy things for you to buy. Putting a plant in the ground is helping the environment. It is helping you. So just be aware of that. So we've bought all of those. We've bought them at the garden centre. How about buying online? What you have to remember with buying online is to check the size of the plant that they say they are sending you out. So for instance, this is a 1 litre pot. This is a 9 centimetre pot. If they say they're in plugs, they can be this size, so they can be small little plugs. Now, it may seem that you're getting really good value by buying 6 for, say, £30 when they're this size. Do you actually need 6 of the same variety? If you do, absolutely fine. However, if you can get 3 or 4, say 3 in a 9 centimetre pot at £7.50, then you're actually getting more varieties for a little bit less money. Also in the 1 litres, they're probably around about £8 to £8.50 price. You could still get 3 of those and you wouldn't have paid as much as these little plugs. It really depends on your situation, but think about it, because these little plugs, you've got to then do an awful lot with. You've got to do it. But be very careful, because there are some websites which don't tell you what you're actually buying. They just give you beautiful photographs. They tell you that you're going to get X number of plants. It's going to cost you so much, but you don't actually get to know what size they are. So do be aware of what they are. Also, go to tried and tested places. Go to people you know. So, you know, you will have favourite nurseries. Not all nurseries will do mail order, but a lot of them do. So you will know the quality of their plant material and what to expect when it comes through the post. As you know, we try and make sure that ours are packaged very well, that they are good sized plants, they've got a good amount of root on them, so that when they get thrown around in the vans and transported to you, that they come to you in a good shape. But do be careful that you're not ending up with masses, because, you know, if you end up with 6 and you actually only need 1, what are you going to do with the other? That one plant has actually, in all honesty, cost you that whole amount of money, whereas you could have got yourself 3 or 4. So just be a little bit more cautious on how you look at it and read the size that they say they are sending out to you. That's just my caution with buying mail order. Do buy mail order. It's absolutely a fantastic way to do it, because you get the plants when you want and they arrive and they're at your doorstep without you having to go out. But also visit nurseries, have a look. You know, there are so many beautiful nurseries out there. You can get some fabulous plants from them. Thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe to the channel. If you want to watch another video of mine, YouTube thinks this one is perfect for you.